realized that I hadn't made a video for you today, and I wanted to make sure to share something with you that will absolutely allow you to double your revenue almost overnight, as well as actually have more connection and passion in your intimate relationship, and do it at the same time, and do it really, really fast. And I'll be honest with you, I'm still testing and mastering this system to do this. I'm working on getting it more systematized and more effective, but it is where I want it to be now, and you are invited to test it out. So you can test it right here on Facebook. It's really easy. I'll tell you about that. By the way, to test it out, all you would do is just send me over a direct message, and jump over on Instagram, actually. And if you're not watching this on Instagram, jump over to Instagram, send me a direct message, and we'll go from there. But hey, here's what the idea is. Here's the thing. Here's what you've got to do. You people who've got kids, where you're overwhelmed, you've got stress, you've got kids, you've got a spouse, a husband, a wife, okay, and you've also got a business that you're in full control of. You're in full control of the revenue of that. You're in full control of the sales of that. This is what you've got to do. This is the secret to it all. It's like, this is what is working like gangbusters for clients. I had a long client day today, and it was so exciting. So here's what it is. It's simply opening up those lines of communication and just simply being present with what you're dealing with. If it's a client, if it's a spouse, if it's kids, how present are you capable of getting with what's really going on over there, from their view, the way they're actually seeing it? I had kind of a embarrassing thing happen, kind of an embarrassing blunder happen, and this is, I mean, I'll share it with you because it illustrates this point. I was on Instagram, and I saw a friend of mine on there. I saw a friend of mine on her Instagram story. Now, for those of you who aren't business owners and don't want to up your revenue drastically and very quickly, and also have way more passion and connection inside your intimate relationship at the same time as being there and being and living with your kids and like being with them all the time, being able to be with them as much as you want, without pulling your hair out, seriously, head over to Instagram, send me a direct message there. Mason, what's going on, dude? You watching? And then Ank Dirk, what's going on, man? Thanks for watching. Anki, I don't believe we've met. Anyway, thanks for watching, bud. So what basically happened was this. You know how people on their Instagram feed, on their Facebook feed, business owners who are like normal people, you know how they'll like post content on their stories, on their feed. They'll post that content on there. What's the purpose? It's to network with other really cool, normal, down-to-earth people so that they can network with people and have more people, build an audience of more people who they know, like, and trust them, so that they can grow their audience. Well, so I like that. I like the whole social media thing. I network on there with people. So I responded to one of her stories like, haha, and then I'm like, what up? Like, how have you been? Like, how's everything going? Well, see, that was potentially actually a little mistake there, because, and I'm curious if you think it's a mistake. So put down in the comments whether or not you think I made a mistake. And also, it's just a powerful point to be able to be present with what you're dealing with while opening up the lines of communication. Because here's what happened. And I see how it could have happened. And so you guys, so you tell me what you think. If you're watching here, tell me what you think on this, honestly. What happened was she thought, she saw the playfulness, and that here's someone connecting with her, like, and she saw the playfulness, and she misinterpreted it as flirting. And she probably mentioned it to someone else who maybe told someone else who told someone else. Long story short, telephone game, Who knows, right? I get a text message from my brother-in-law, and he's like, hey, if you text something like, I don't remember the quote exactly, so if if you're watching this, like, you can correct the text exactly, but it was something like, if you're texting people on Instagram, don't you see how their husbands could have a problem with that? And I'm like, what the heck? And I just responded back to him. I'm like, hey, dude, love you, bud. I appreciate it. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me know what you're talking about. I go over to Instagram, and what I see on there is this girl's husband. She recently got married. This girl's husband texted me on Instagram and said, hey, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't text my wife. Very direct, simple, opened up communication. It was direct. It was simple. Do you see his example there? It was just simple. He made a simple request, opened up the lines of communication with an adult request. How cool is that? Okay? That's the key to happen right there, was the fact that he sent that. Because he sent that, now I immediately responded. I don't even know who this random person is. I'm like, no problem, bud. Yeah, of course. By the way, who the hell are you? This has got to be the most awkward and weird Instagram message that I've received all month. And he didn't even respond. I did think that was kind of weird. I didn't yet put two and two together until I go over and check and see, who his wife is, my brother-in-law's wife's friend. There's a connection there. They have some, there's like a friendship connection there. And so that nobody had any ill intent. Everybody had great intentions. We're all on the same team trying to make the same thing happen. But because there's misunderstandings, there was a breakdown, a big breakdown. But because these people, because all parties involved were willing and are willing to open up the lines of communication by, hey, here's what I'm willing to confront what I don't like. I'm willing to request what I want. I'm willing to talk about it. I'm willing to not just text and hide behind text messages, but I'm actually willing to have a conversation and actually get present to this. Because all parties were willing to do that, we were able to get clear on something that would have and could have been. And what I found out, by the way, put your comments in there on whether you think I did the wrong thing. Did I do the wrong thing by sending an old friend, I'm more of an acquaintance, I guess, sending an old acquaintance on social media a direct message in response to her story? She had a cool post on her story, and it said something like, women, basically like women in power, powerful women are good, or something like that. And I was just like, dude, that's freaking sweet, or something like that. It was just something super innocent, and just saying, what up? Super innocent. Tell me what you think. Put your comments in there. I know there's a little bit of a delay here. If you're watching this on Instagram, or if you're watching this on Facebook, then there's a little bit of a delay there as well. Facebook one's about 45 seconds. The Instagram one's quicker. If you're watching this if you're not watching this live, put in the comments a little reply on, did you think I did the wrong thing with that original text? But here's the deal. By the way, if you want to double your business revenue while having your relationships, your intimate relationships, just freaking flourish, then what's really working well for me is one little secret trick that you might think that you do very well, and I'm here to tell you that you could do it a lot better. And what it'll do when you start doing this a lot better is it'll give you the clarity, and it'll allow you to double your business revenue overnight, and also just completely up the amount of connection, passion in your intimate relationship, all while being cool, great parents to your kids, and just being able to have the freedom to live and be there with them all the time, as much as I see a comment there from Mason. No, I'm not sure I understand what you are asking, but have a good night, brother. What I'm asking, I was just in the middle of the story, I just said, did I make a mistake in sending that? Did I make a mistake in sending that text message via the direct message via Instagram? By the way, if you're watching this on Instagram, send me over a direct message, and thank you for liking this video and for engaging with it. Yeah. Anyway, so the song, just to answer those other